if you want to build complex worlds, it's important actually to collaborate.
We had shared common interest in sound and building things.
And at the beginning, the idea was to do a rave. I think the Declaration of Human Rights is a document that everybody know, we all heard about it, but there's very little people which actually really read it or experience it.
We live in a very polarized time, and this idea of this original recording, it's also this idea of going back to the fact that the declaration happened with a group of people in a very collaborative way, and was really also the result of a trauma that was the Second World War. There's definitely a parallel between the Declaration of Human Rights and the origin of house music, and this idea of unity and coming together around an idea, and I feel that the installation somehow works around that concept.
But that's the beauty of this particular project, because it is not an installation, it is not a rave, it is not a concert, it's not an event. It's all this trajectory which just meet in one space.
I'm so curious because they obviously come with the idea of like Keinemusik and Thomas/Daft Punk and Julian, and then where does it meet, and do we fulfill those those ideas? And I like the idea of really trying something new out of the box for a certain amount of our careers, and now having the platform, which we are super thankful for, to try something new on a scale that's haven't been here before.
This project, somehow, it's very hard to define because it is art, but it doesn't fall into a certain category.
Well, no, I think that art and music, and there's no distinction between art and music, so let's just call it art because there's different art forms, have the ability to sharpen our awareness about problems and also to kind of create a space where we can recalibrate our attention. I don't think that art will change the world, but it will definitely affect the way we engage with the world, and I think that's very important. And I think that art is a place where once you get out of the space, you have more question. And I think actually to question, it's extremely important today, and we're losing this ability because we just have access to answers.
So what we can do is we can move the washes from the left and the right side.
Coming from the back a little more, like not completely in the back, but like...
Yeah. Much better.
Okay, now we're good.
Maybe now we can just try to put a little bit of like the washer back onto the donuts, even though I think it's great like this, but let's just try it.
So here it comes all together. I mean, we all are experienced in engineering shows and designing shows, light and sound. It's a really nice, playful way of seeing who brings what in. It's super fun to create it together in the team, because I feel like we all did it for our individual projects and shows and exhibitions. And it's also nice with that it happens in Basel, because we have Swiss, French and German. We start the project there. It all like came together perfectly and fall into place.